The gala hall froze the moment the CEO laughed and pointed at him. "Beat me in chess and I'll marry you," he smirked, voice loud so everyone could hear. Champagne glasses stopped midair. The room expected a joke, a cheap laugh, but the janitor only wiped his hands on his overalls, looked up, and said, "Deal." Whispers rolled through the crowd. The CEO strutted to the polished chess table like he was already victorious. People filmed with their phones, betting on how fast the janitor would fold. He didn't sit like a servant, he sat like someone who had lived with silence and practice, calm and steady. The CEO opened with a flashy queen move and winked at the crowd. They cheered. The janitor's fingers hovered, then moved as if remembering a secret. 3 clean moves later the CEO's king was trapped, his confident grin gone, only stunned disbelief. Cameras exploded. Someone shouted, "How did he do that?" The janitor shrugged, pocketing the tiny chess trophy handed to him, and said quietly to nobody and everybody, "You never judge a book by its cover." The room went dead silent after that third move. The CEO's jaw tightened as the realization sank in. His king was cornered, and there was no way out. People started murmuring, some laughing in disbelief, others whispering to each other, "Wait, did he just win?" The janitor leaned back, calm, not smug, just peaceful. "You played for fun," he said softly, "I played to survive." The CEO tried to recover his charm, forcing a laugh. "Lucky move," he muttered, standing up. But the crowd wasn't buying it anymore. They wanted to know who this quiet man was who just embarrassed a millionaire in front of his own board members. A young woman near the front gasped, "Wait, isn't that David Carter? The former national chess champion?" Heads turned. Someone quickly pulled up an old news article on their phone. The photo matched perfectly. He was the David Carter who disappeared from the public eye after donating his winnings to community schools years ago. Now he worked as a janitor in the same building the CEO owned. The irony cut deep. The same man the CEO mocked daily for cleaning up after success had just destroyed him in front of his investors. One of the reporters approached David, microphone trembling slightly. "Why take the challenge?" David gave a small smile. "Because people like him think money equals intelligence. I just wanted to remind him." He paused, looking directly at the CEO, "You can't buy respect, you earn it." The CEO's face burned red. His fiancée slipped off her engagement ring, placing it on the chessboard before walking away in silence. Cameras flashed, security whispered into earpieces, and David stood up slowly, brushing the dust off his sleeves. Before walking out, he turned one last time and said, "You made a bet you didn't understand. Some of us fight our battles in silence. Others play chess." And as the doors closed behind him, the CEO realized he hadn't just lost a game, he'd lost his reputation. The CEO sat frozen, staring at the board like it had betrayed him. The janitor, David, just smiled faintly, stacking the pieces back in place. "You said you'd marry me if I won," David reminded softly. The CEO's fiancée stepped forward, looking ashamed. "You don't deserve anyone who treats people like that," she said before walking out. The crowd broke into whispers. Phones recorded. Investors murmured about selling stock. The CEO tried to speak, but his voice cracked. David just nodded once and said, "Game over." Then he walked away, leaving the whole room in stunned silence.